Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here, ZSPN, and welcome to the Lakers post-game show on ZSPN on YouTube. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Atlanta Hawks tonight. Now, guys, before I get into the Lakers' four-game winning streak after this win against the Atlanta Hawks tonight, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share my videos all over Facebook, Twitter, all the good social media stuff. And of course, like always, please be sure to like my page on Facebook, ZSPN, and also follow me on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok at ZSPN underscore sports. Guys, I really do appreciate all the love and support you guys have shown me all across social media and of course on this channel, ZSPN on YouTube. Please be sure to hit that notification bell that's right next to the subscribe button so you will know when I upload on this channel, or also going live as well in every post-game show for every Lakers game. So please make sure to hit that notification bell, subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate all the love support you guys have shown me all across social media. It is just so overwhelmingly the amount of support you guys shown me on these on my channel, on social media. It's just I'm very grateful for every single one of you. So thank you all for contributing to this channel, and let's continue to grow this channel. Please subscribe to the channel, share my videos, and of course just tell all your friends, your colleagues, your sports buddies, your Lakers buddies, and tell them to subscribe to ZSPN on YouTube and like me all across social media. I really do appreciate it. So, guys, let's talk about this Lakers win. Obviously, the Lakers had to get this win. I mean, it was the Hawks, for crying out loud. So the Lakers went out there and dominated throughout the quarter, especially in the first half, where I believe last time I checked, uh, the Lakers at one point at the end of the I can look it up real quick, for when it came to the Lakers, you know them, yeah, they were at one point in this in the first half, in the second quarter, at the end of the second quarter, the Lakers were up by 70 points and the Atlanta Hawks were like 49. So obviously this was a blowout. The Lakers, obviously went out there and got the win in convincing fashion in a blowout against the Atlanta Hawks. And I have to say, guys, this was a great performance by the Los Angeles Lakers, and they needed to get this win against the Atlanta Hawks. And now the Lakers are on their four-game winning streak, and I believe they have a game tomorrow. Last time I checked, I believe the Lakers have a game tomorrow against the San Antonio Spurs. No, excuse me, the Sacramento Kings. Excuse me. My apologies, guys. I'm a bit tired, but obviously I am dedicated to all of you, so I will continue to give you guys the updates and speculations about the Los Angeles Lakers, whether if I'm tired or not. So I really do appreciate all the love and support. So, guys, let's talk about this Lakers win. Obviously, this was a as I said, a pretty good win out there tonight, obviously. And just looking at the stats from both teams, obviously the Lakers were the better team out there tonight, even though they're still missing some players. Obviously, they were without Austin Reaves, and they were also without Lonnie Walker. And obviously Anthony Davis is still out due to his injury. So obviously the Lakers are still short-handed, but the good news is LeBron James returned after another win that the Lakers have gotten against, I believe it was, I can't think about the team right now. Obviously, it was against the Miami Heat, which obviously was a big challenge for the Lakers when it came to that particular matchup. Obviously, when you don't have LeBron, when you don't have Anthony Davis on that particular matchup, at first, I even said it. I mean, the Lakers were destined to lose the game against the Miami Heat, but they proved us wrong. Our players, Dennis Schroeder and the rest of the crew, stepped up for the Los Angeles Lakers to get a win against um, the against the Miami Heat. And now the Lakers win again, another a blowout win against the Atlanta Hawks tonight. And obviously the Lakers came out on top with this win. And now with their record, They are now 17-21 as their record heading into as the season stands for the Lakers. So a pretty good margin for the Lakers to obviously get some wins under their belt. Obviously, these are supposed to be easy, winnable games for the Lakers to achieve, and obviously they did so tonight. So in convincing fashion with a blowout performance against the Atlanta Hawks. Obviously, when you look at the stat line, obviously the Lakers shot pretty well tonight. They shot 45% or 46% from the three. Obviously, there was a lot of good shooting efforts from some of our Lakers out there tonight. So we have to give some credit where credit is due when it comes to those particular players. And then when you think about it, the Lakers played very well on defense. I mean, it was kind of even with the Atlanta Hawks. They were out rebounded when it came to the offensive side, but obviously the rebounding came with in total of 51, with the Los Angeles Lakers leading the way. So obviously, guys, this was a great win for the Lakers. Obviously, the player of the game for us is obviously LeBron James with his return tonight. After dealing with, I believe last time I checked, I think he was dealing with some flu-like symptoms. So obviously he was out due to being sick. So, when it came to the Miami Heat's game. So obviously when it came down to that, LeBron returned tonight against the Atlanta Hawks and led the Lakers tonight with 25 points, went 19 from the three, still struggling with his shooting. I mean, obviously LeBron is not a shooter, but when he does lit it up at times. But unfortunately, when it comes to his shooting efforts tonight, he went 1 of 5 from the three and managed to give us 7 rebounds and 10 assists. I believe he led the Lakers tonight in turnovers. He had 5 turnovers for the Lakers out there tonight. But, he performed. He went out there, helped the Lakers out, and obviously led the Lakers tonight in scoring. So great job out there for King James. Then Dennis Schroeder, obviously he was our player of the game against the Miami Heat. And also, if you really want to add a star of the game, obviously Dennis Schroeder is the guy who obviously played very well and shot very well for the Lakers. Obviously, the majority of the shooting came from Dennis Schroeder out there tonight against the Atlanta Hawks. He had 21 points, went 7 of 14 from the field, 5 of 8 from the three when it comes down to his shooting efforts. As I mentioned, when it comes to him, was the majority of the shooting efforts came from Dennis Schroeder out there tonight. And obviously he's our key guy when it comes to shooting, when it comes down to it. So just a great shooting effort from Dennis Schroeder out there tonight. 5 of 8 from the three and had 2 rebounds and 1 assist, and he had 3 turnovers. But obviously the shooting efforts, is the main attraction of what we obviously witnessed tonight against the Atlanta Hawks. And obviously the Lakers shot 47% from the three in tonight's game against the Atlanta Hawks. And obviously Dennis Schroeder was the guy that was our shooter out there tonight. So great job out there for Dennis Schroeder once again coming through for the Los Angeles Lakers. And he was our star player of the game against the Miami Heat. And once again, if you think about it, he's our co-star of the game along with LeBron James out there tonight. But with his shooting efforts was the main reason why we won tonight. And obviously it was great to watch. 21 points, 5 of 8 from the three. Great job out there from Dennis Schroeder. And I just got a comment here from Samurai Beast Warrior. Welcome again for joining me on this live stream. I really do appreciate it. Samurai Beast Warrior, Lakers are looking good. Yes, they are. They are on a 4-game winning streak, and they are doing very well at this moment. Could they go on for a 5-game winning streak against the what do you call it? The Sacramento Kings tomorrow? It sort of remains to be seen because the Kings are a pretty good team in the Western Conference. So it could be a challenge for the Lakers, and it sort of depends on who would potentially be returning. But last time I checked, when it came to Lonnie Walker and Austin Reaves, they could be out for at least 1 to 2 weeks. So they're dealing with some personal injuries themselves that are going to keep them out for a lengthy period, but hopefully a speedy recovery for those guys, and also Anthony Davis when it comes to his return to the Los Angeles Lakers. So very soon. And I think the timeline for Anthony Davis is potentially could be the end of January or the beginning of February. So it sort of remains to be seen at the moment. But yes, I agree with you, Samurai Beast Warrior. The Lakers are looking good. They're on their 4-game winning streak, and let's just keep on going, Lakers. Just keep that energy up for the Laker fans out there tonight. So let's just hope for that. Let's continue on. Obviously, Thomas Bryant once again continues to really impress us all when it comes to his performance since Anthony Davis went down with his injuries a couple of weeks ago. And, Thomas Bryant is still coming through with all the greatness that he's bringing to the Los Angeles Lakers with his talent, obviously averaging a double-double out there tonight with 19 points, went 1 of 2 from the three. So he's showing his shooting efforts for the Lakers when it comes to his shooting for a big guy shooting threes. So obviously went out there tonight and shot for the Lakers 1 or 2 for his size. And obviously tonight had 13 rebounds and 1 block and 1 steal. And once again, as I said, Thomas Bryant has been really making a name for himself since Anthony Davis went down with his injury, and he's been stepping up for the Lakers as of late. And, I hope he continues it, because obviously we need him to step up along with Dennis Schroeder, along with others who obviously I'm going to mention when it comes to a certain player surprisingly stepping up for the bench. And it's not Russell Westbrook that I'm mentioning. So I'll get to that particular player in a bit that really, really surprises all when it comes to his performance out there tonight. But let's continue on with the starting lineup. But great job out there for Thomas Bryant to really step up for the Lakers on the defensive side and just his ability, his skill set. So great job out there for Thomas Bryant. And it's got a comment here once again from Samurai Beast Warrior. Lakers should make a trade for Bojan Bogdanovic. Obviously, you're talking about that guy from Detroit. I think I heard for maybe like a couple of months ago that there was some interest that the Lakers had in Bojan, but for some reason, the Lakers can't really make a trade with them because, obviously the Detroit Pistons are asking for a lot for him. And they're asking for a first round pick and a couple of players that could be a turning point for their franchise. So the Lakers don't really have the assets to pull it off. I mean, they have first round picks, but I personally believe, this is just me, Bojan Bogdanovic is not worth a first round pick. That's just me. I don't really believe that he is worth that that amount. If anything, if the Lakers want to trade for Bojan, Patrick Beverley, Kendrick Nunn, another player could be involved in a trade to get him. That's the only way the Lakers could potentially make a trade for him. But I just don't really see the Lakers trading for him. If anything, I see the Lakers still going after players like Buddy Hield and Miles Turner from the Indiana Pacers when it comes to that particular trade. I also think that maybe if the Lakers are still holding out for a star, I still think the Lakers could potentially go after, Bradley Beal from the Washington Wizards. That's another questionable one because, he has to make the decision. And, I think what's the word for it? I think he has to draw his no trade clause to potentially make a trade happen. So it's up to him if he wants to get traded or not. So obviously we need to wait on that particular instance when it comes down to that. So to get, Beal. So obviously we just have to wait for that. If there's anyone else, I'm not really sure who else is out there. I mean, Kyrie Irving is still in the conversations last time I checked when it comes to certain rumors that I've heard for these past couple of weeks. So he's still in the rumor mill. I can't really think of any others, guys, because there's been a lot of news about the Lakers and trade rumors, and there's a lot of players have been popping up. And I also got a comment here, and I agree with you with this one from Samurai Beast Warrior. Lakers should think about getting Gary Trent Jr. Yeah, I agree with you on that. I think he'll be a great fit for the Lakers. And if he's available, I really hope that Rob Pelinka considers trading with the Toronto Raptors to get Gary Trent Jr. And last season, he was in the conversations for a trade, but unfortunately, Rob Pelinka didn't pull a trigger on a trade for him. So, and I think at that time, he had a bigger contract, but now it's kind of reduced. So, obviously, the Lakers could go after him, but it sort of remains to be seen what uh, the Toronto Raptors want in a trade for the Lakers. So, to answer that, I would love to have Gary Trent Jr., but it's kind of remains to be seen if the Lakers are truly wants to target him when it comes to the trade deadline or just a trade that's out there. And the Lakers still have a final roster spot, and I did make a video about the Lakers showing interest in a couple of players that they could sign to a 10-day contract, which obviously opened up yesterday. So the Lakers could potentially look for potential sign when it comes to a certain player. Obviously, I made a video today when it comes to uh, DeMarcus Cousins, who could be a guy that the Lakers could sign. He will get a potential workout next week. So that could be another possibility for the Lakers to show interest in. I still think the Lakers should also look at Carmelo Anthony. I mean, obviously last season he really contributed to the Lakers in a big way. So obviously, there's a lot of players that the Lakers could look at to sign a 10-day contract with. Obviously, DeMarcus Cousins is the top player that the Lakers are looking at. Uh, I personally think the Lakers should look at Carmelo Anthony as well. So bring him in for a workout, see if he's the same old Carmelo Anthony who could shoot 37 to 38% from the three, and really be a big help for the second unit. So I just hope that they can really consider him, because it's really sad to see Carmelo Anthony, one of my favorite players of all time, just being on the sidelines, not contributing to the NBA. And I think he contributes to any sort of team in the NBA if only they can give him a call. And it's just really sad. I mean, the guy is a future Hall of Famer, and I just think that we should give him an opportunity when it comes down to that. So, to answer your question, Samurai Beast Warrior, I would love to have Gary Trent Jr., but it sort of depends on the Lakers if they want to target him. So, uh, we just have to wait and see about that. You also said from Samurai Beast Warrior, bring back Stanley Johnson. Yeah, he was great. He was great for the Lakers last season. And, when we signed him to those 10-day contracts, I mean, he really took that opportunity to really impress us all, including Laker fans. And, the defensive side of the ball was the main reason why we kept him throughout the season. And I think he was under contract, but, obviously we traded Stanley Johnson, um, to the Utah Jazz in the offseason to get Patrick Beverly, which obviously did not work out. So, maybe the Lakers could target him, but it sort of remains to be seen if he will. I'm not sure. Last time I checked, I think is he still on the Utah Jazz? I might be right, but I think the Utah Jazz needs to waive him for the Lakers to target him. So, or unless they trade him, but we just have to wait and see about that. So, we just have to wait and see. And you also comment here, bring back Carmelo. Yeah, I second that. I really think the Lakers should consider bringing in Carmelo Anthony for a workout, along with obviously DeMarcus Cousins. So obviously, let's see if the Lakers will do that. But as I said, we just have to wait and see, because I really think Carmelo Anthony can contribute to any sort of team in the NBA when it comes to contenders, or just have a final send off. Because obviously, this is not the way Carmelo Anthony wants to leave his legacy in the NBA. So I think he should join any sort of team in the NBA when it comes down to that. So let's continue on with the stats. Obviously, when it comes to the starting lineup, Patrick Beverly, what else is new when it comes to Patrick Beverly and his performance? But obviously he had 5 points, went 1 of 3 from the three, and gave us 4 rebounds and 4 assists and 1 block. And then JTA. obviously GTA is obviously in the starting lineup due to Lonnie Walker and Austin Reaves being out. And I think during that time, when he started for the Lakers, it was ironically it was against the Miami Heat when we won that game when LeBron was out. So it's very weird that he is still in the starting lineup. But I think many reasons that he's in the starting lineup is because Lonnie Walker's out and Austin Reaves. So we need the size. So obviously JTA is still in the starting lineup. When it comes down to that. And he had 4 points out there tonight and 4 rebounds and 2 steals. So, defensively, he was there. And I just got a comment here from, once again, Samurai Beast Warrior. Uh, Lance Stevenson is still out there. And now you also continue. Lakers should try to bring back Lance Stevenson. Lance Stevenson can create his own shots. Yeah, I mean, when he was with the Lakers at that one time, obviously, he did manage to be a very consistent player, but obviously it did not work out. And I think since then, he hasn't really been in the NBA since. And I think he played overseas last time I checked. I think in China, I believe. So, if he's still back and the Lakers could give him a workout, I mean, maybe he can contribute. Last time I checked, I think he is. I think he is a shooter or he's a defensive guy. I might be mistaken. I think he's a shooter, but last time I checked, when the Lakers signed him the first time, they targeted players that can play defense. So I might be right with both, I believe. And I just got a comment here. Yeah, both. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, he is more of a shooter and he's also great on defense. So, the Lakers are looking for defensive type players and they're looking for shooters. So obviously, Lance Stevenson could be a guy that the Lakers could target, but sort of remains to be seen if they will do so. So, or if they are thinking about him. So, I know what's his name? Boogie Cousins is scheduled to work out with the Lakers next week. I encourage the Lakers to look at Carmelo Anthony, but I no team in the NBA is looking for Carmelo Anthony at the time, but I hope they do because he deserves to be in the NBA. And with his skill set and what he brought to the Lakers last season, when it comes to bringing some help off the bench, when it comes to shooting and giving you about 14 to 13 points a game, I mean, why not go after a guy like that? I mean, I just really think Carmelo can contribute to any sort of team in the NBA, including the Lakers. But sort of remains to be seen about that. But Lance Stevenson, he's out there. I agree. Any team can look at him, but sort of remains to be seen if the Lakers are looking at him at this point. But he's out there, so maybe the Lakers could look at him. But once we see the rumors and the headlines, we just have to wait and see about that. But why not? Let's bring him in. And so let's talk about the bench guys. Obviously, when it comes down to this game against the Atlanta Hawks, obviously Kendrick Nunn was the guy that I was referring to when it comes to the second unit's efforts to help win this game tonight against the Atlanta Hawks. It was not Russell Westbrook, surprisingly. It was Kendrick Nunn, who obviously this season was a bust for the Lakers. He was a no-show. Preseason, he was there. He was our guy that we were saying that, he was going to be our sixth man for the Lakers, bringing that shooting ability off the bench. But obviously, he was a no-show since, and surprisingly tonight, he stepped up for the Lakers to get a win tonight against the Atlanta Hawks. That's why we are on our 4-game winning streak because of the efforts off the bench. Sure, the majority of the efforts came from the starting lineup, but let's talk about the bench. Kendrick Nunn was surprisingly our guy tonight for the second unit. Obviously, went 23 points, went 9 of 16 from the field, 3 of 7 from the three. I mean, those were the shooting the shooting efforts that we loved so much from Kendrick Nunn in the preseason was something that we saw tonight, surprisingly. Really stepping up for the Lakers, went 3 of 7 from the three and gave us 1 steal and 3 rebounds. And, this is just such a surprise. I did not realize Kendrick Nunn was going to contribute this well to the second unit. And he really stepped up because obviously, as I mentioned, the Lakers are shorthanded. They don't have Austin Reaves. They don't have, you know, Lonnie Walker and even, even, what's his name? Anthony Davis. So, obviously when it comes down to that, we needed the help that we can get. And obviously Kendrick Nunn stepped up in a big way for the second unit, 23 points, 3 of 7 from the three. And could this be a trend? Highly unlikely. But when it comes down to it, hopefully we'll see more efforts from Kendrick Nunn moving forward when it comes to his efforts to potentially help the Lakers when it comes to their circumstances of not having Anthony Davis. And as I mentioned, no Lonnie Walker, no Austin Reaves. So let's hope that Kendrick Nunn will contribute more to the Lakers as what Thomas Bryant has been doing, and also Dennis Schroeder has been doing. So um, let's hope that happens because if he continues to play like this, it will also build his stock to potentially either get traded to a better team along with maybe some other players if the Lakers decide to trade him, or could obviously open the door for a contract in the offseason for Kendrick Nunn. So if he's listening to this, you should continue to play like this because build your stock. So let's hope for that for Kendrick Nunn. But obviously he had a great night. So great job out there, surprisingly, from Kendrick Nunn for that great performance. And let's hope that he continues this trend. Russell Westbrook had a great night as well. Played for 30 minutes, had 18 points out there tonight. Went 7 of 14 from the field, 2 of 4 from the three, and gave us 11 rebounds and 9 assists out there tonight, and had 2 steals and 1 block. So he had a great night. He had a great night. Russell Westbrook had a great night for the Lakers, and he continues to obviously, surprise us all with his performance in his second year with the Los Angeles Lakers. And it's very surprisingly, this is such a great thing that Russell Westbrook has changed his skill set, his career around with the Los Angeles Lakers in his second year, just by accepting his role for the second unit, coming off the bench as that sixth man. And obviously it's been worth to watch. And that all has to do with Darvin Ham. I mean, obviously he said something to Russell Westbrook to potentially tell him to, accept your role on the second unit, be our sixth man. And you know what? You will get sixth man of the year if you just play the way that you're doing. And obviously it's working because obviously I haven't heard any other player who's in the candidacy for sixth man of the year other than Russell Westbrook. And I think last time I checked, I think when it comes to the All-Stars, he is, I believe, sixth or fifth place in the tally for the All-Star appearance. So if it continues like this, maybe we'll get more and potentially become an All-Star this year with the Los Angeles Lakers, along with LeBron. So, and also Austin Reaves is being mentioned as well. I think he's last. I think last time I checked, I think he is top 10 or top 9 in the listings for the All-Star appearance in the Western Conference. So the Lakers, we're doing pretty good at the moment when it comes to the All-Stars for certain players. Obviously, LeBron is no surprise. I mean, he always gets into the All-Star games. So, but surprisingly, Russell Westbrook is being mentioned, and also Austin Reaves. So, if Russell Westbrook continues on this trend, and he's been for these past couple of months now, he has accepted his role on the Lakers when it comes to being the sixth man for us for the second unit, and just being the quarterback for the second unit. So it's been nothing but sensational to watch when it comes to Russell Westbrook. And, he really changed his whole skill set and his career around for accepting his role on the sixth man coming off the bench. And, it's been very fun to watch when it comes down to that. And I'm so happy for him. And now, we're hearing less hate and less, criticisms when it comes to Russell Westbrook and his time with the Lakers now. First year was horrible, but his second year has been nothing but sensational to watch. And I hope he just keeps that trend, and hopefully, he's still continuing that trend. So obviously, it's been nothing but fun to watch. So great job out there for Russell Westbrook out there tonight, and hopefully he keeps it up, and potentially get Sixth Man of the Year. I'm rooting for him to get it, and hopefully he, if he sticks around with the Lakers, hopefully he gets Sixth Man of the Year as a Laker. And that's just a personal preference. But if there's a trade out there that the Lakers could not refuse, that includes Russell Westbrook and a couple of first-round picks to get a potential star that will potentially turn this season around for the Lakers to compete, not just for a playoff run, but maybe contend for a championship. I think that's a long shot, but that would be great to have when it comes to the Lakers and their goals of potential trade that's out there. But great job out there for Russell Westbrook. Max Christie obviously played for 16 minutes, gave us 8 points out there tonight, went 2 of 2 from the three. So as we talked in the past, when it comes to Max Christie, when we drafted him, the main reason why we drafted him is because he brings shooting to the Lakers. And obviously this season so far, with his couple of games under his belt with the Lakers, he has been shooting 39% from the three. So obviously he still needs more experience under his belt. I still think he needs to, develop his skill set, his scoring habits, or his rebounding habits, and just obviously needs to more build some momentum when it comes to his career. With the South Bay Lakers, and just needs to learn how to play on the NBA level with these couple of games under his belt with the Lakers. But obviously he's doing pretty well when it comes to his efforts for the Lakers. But it's not anything too surprising. I mean, this is his rookie year. This is how rookies play and how they develop. So I still think he needs more to develop to become an NBA player in this league. So obviously, when he still needs a couple more years under his belt to really play on a high level in the NBA level. So we're rooting for him. We're rooting for him when it comes down to that. But other than that, Wayne and Gabriel had 4 points out there, and the rest. Obviously, there's a lot of G League players that played out there tonight because of the Lakers' blowout win against the Atlanta Hawks. So obviously, this was a great win for the Lakers, obviously, and they are now on their 4-game winning streak, and it's so impressive that the Lakers are doing pretty well when it comes down to their wins as of late. As it stands now, the Lakers are undefeated in 2023. I know it's early, but the Lakers are doing pretty well so far when it comes to their winning streak, and hopefully they continue on that tomorrow against the Sacramento Kings. So that could be a challenge for them, because the Sacramento Kings they are a pretty good team in the Western Conference. And just looking at the standing, let me look it up real quick. And I'll thank you all for joining me on this live stream. I really do appreciate it. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you will know when I go live on post-game shows for the Los Angeles Lakers. When they win or lose, it's always great to have great conversations on here. And once again, thank you, Samurai Beast Warrior, for all of your comments here. You're the only guy that's commenting on here. So obviously, thank you very much for the love and support, and all of you as well for the love and support on this channel, and of course all across social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Please be sure to like me all across social media. I really do appreciate it, and subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. I really do appreciate all the love and support. So let's look at the standings, for the Sacramento Kings. Let's see here where they're at. They're fifth. They're fifth in the Western Conference, and they have a 20-17 record. So it's kind of the opposite of what the Lakers have. They have 17, I believe, last time I checked. Oh no, 18-21. So the Lakers they're working their way. I mean, with that, they're trying to build their wins columns. So with this win streak, the Lakers are doing pretty good right now when it comes to their win streak. They could potentially knock out the Minnesota Timberwolves potentially, or just somehow get into the play-in. If the Lakers get in the play-in, I mean, that all is, bottom line, we can leave all that to LeBron to potentially take us all the way to the playoffs. Because, when it comes to postseason, LeBron, obviously he leads a team all the way to the finals. So this is LeBron we're talking about when it comes to his history of reaching the finals every single year. But, since he joined the Lakers, obviously it was just not the case of that. So, obviously, we just have to wait and see about that. And, with the return of Anthony Davis pretty soon, how he will be in the postseason. But, I think it's still early to talk about it. But, as stands now, the Lakers are 12th seed in the Western Conference. And, with the 18-21 record, they are, just in reach of just breaking through the play-in. And I think that was my top goal for the Lakers. If they are not a playoff team, at least they can go in the play-in because they have a chance of reaching the playoffs, of just knocking off some teams in the play-in and just fight through for a playoff spot. I mean, that's the only way the Lakers could potentially contribute in the postseason. So, hopefully they get through that. And I think they will. They have a potential of pulling it off. So we just have to wait and see about that when it comes to the Lakers just achieving that. Because, for them to get a playoff, I mean, at least, I think they can. I mean, they could potentially knock out maybe the Golden State Warriors because they are 20-19 as their record. And the Lakers are 18-21. So if somehow the Golden State Warriors lose a couple of games and, the Lakers just fight through, the LA Clippers, the Portland Trailblazers, the Phoenix Suns. Surprisingly, I did not know that. Wow, the Phoenix Suns, for some reason, a couple of months ago, they were like first in the Western Conference, but now they're fighting for a play-in. And this is the same team that they were in the finals, I believe, a year ago. So that team took a whole different approach this season. So surprisingly, and this is just great because obviously the Suns were always trying so hard to be like the number one team in the Western Conference and saying that we were better than the Lakers and that type of crap. But for some reason, they are, they are fighting in the play-in. And, the Lakers are in reach. They are in reach of pulling it off. So if the Lakers continue on this trend and continue to win games like this and easy winnable games, the Lakers could potentially be in the play-in. And that's the goal that they are trying to achieve. In my book, I mean, the Lakers want to reach the playoffs, and the only way they can get to the playoffs is through the play-in, and I think that's the only route that the Lakers could potentially do so. So let's hope that they achieve that. And so far, I am very impressed with the Lakers so far. I mean, they are winning easy, winnable games, and obviously, trying to win games. I mean, that's the number one thing. I mean, they're not failing us in the fourth or third quarter. They are just fighting their through. And obviously, when it comes down to not having the players as well, that tells you that the Lakers are driving for, to at least fight through a play-in. So, once we have Lonnie Walker returns, Austin Reaves return, and especially Anthony Davis's return, we will have a much better idea of how the Lakers could compete in the Western Conference. And could they potentially look for a trade? I still think they will. They obviously want to look for key pieces to improve on when it comes to shooting and obviously defensive type players and finding another big. So that's why I think when it comes to the last roster spot, the Lakers could potentially sign a player like a DeMarcus Cousins potentially, who could obviously bring size and rebounding for the Lakers and potentially carry the load when it comes to helping Anthony Davis once he returns. So on the defensive side, and could potentially just play the power forward position. So, let's just hope next week that DeMarcus Cousins could potentially, with his workout, could impress, some of our Laker officials, including Darvin Ham and Rob Pelinka. So, but I still think the Lakers could also look for Carmelo Anthony as well, and also Lance Stevenson, as Samurai Beast Warrior said in this live stream. So yeah, guys. I mean, this was a great win for the Lakers. I am very impressed that they went this far, with this win streak, and hopefully they continue. And it's obviously going to continue to tomorrow. So the Lakers could potentially be tired. I can just understand that. Obviously, going back-to-back wins, or just back-to-back games, obviously tires a player. But obviously, hopefully, Lakers could potentially achieve that when it comes down to getting a win against the Kings tomorrow at 8 p.m. Or well, I have 8 p.m. I'm not sure for others what their time zones are, but obviously the Lakers will have a game tomorrow, Saturday, January 7th, 2023. So hopefully the Lakers could potentially get a win and continue their winning streak, potentially going into the 5-game winning streak with the win against the Sacramento Kings. But sort of remains to be seen about that. But hopefully they do achieve that. Hopefully. So thank you all for joining me on this live stream. Thank you, Samurai Beast Warrior, for your comments. Great comments. I really do appreciate it. We really talked to some really good talks about certain players joining the Lakers and potential trades. Obviously, as I mentioned, the Lakers are looking at DeMarcus Cousins. So obviously they could potentially see how his workout will be. And could they potentially sign him? It sort of remains to be seen. But as I said, I still think the Lakers could look at Carmelo Anthony, but, sort of remains to be seen if they're looking at him or not. But hopefully they do, because he deserves to be in the NBA, and also just, have a great send-off when it comes to his career. If he does somehow joins a team and just says, you know what, let me just finish this year and finish my career with this team this season. So let's just hope that he does that. But, sort of remains to be seen about that. So thank you all for joining me on this live stream. Thank you once again, Samurai Beast Warrior, and the rest of you for joining me on this live stream. I really appreciate it. Like, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell that's right next to the subscribe button, so you will know when I upload on the channel and also going live. So please make sure to do so, guys. I really do appreciate it. And follow me all across social media: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at ZSPN. And I'll leave the links to those in the description of this video, so you guys can check out my social media sites. I think some of my links to my social media sites have been, I kind of changed the link to it. So obviously I need to somehow change it up so you guys can directly hit those links, so it'll take you to my social media sites. So I had to fix some of those, but hopefully if you just type in ZSPN on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at ZSPN, it will directly show up. So I really appreciate if you just show me the love, support for those. And of course, guys, subscribe once again to this channel. Let's continue to grow this channel to what it is potentially. I am really hoping that we can reach 5, 10, maybe 100,000 subscribers with your love, support. I believe we are 70, maybe 71 subscribers away from reaching 4,000 subscribers. So if you guys just show me the love, support by liking me all across social media and telling your friends, your colleagues, your loved ones, just your Laker buddies, that there's this cool guy that talks about the Los Angeles Lakers, please just tell him to come over here, come join the channel, subscribe to the channel, and like me all across social media, because I really think that this channel has a lot of potential to be something great. And I think with your love, support, this channel can continue to grow with your love, support. And I really hope you guys just subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate it. And thank you all once again for joining me on this live stream. like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next live stream and the next video with your love support. So thank you all for joining me. Like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.